alaikum. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're just checking in from the Beyside Jewel. Um, my topic is, how did we get to America? How did we get there? So many of us don't know. Only thing that we have heard is that, we were the first people there. And so I'm going to share what I know. I'm going to share this information. And I think it's important for all of us to know, to hear this story. But I'm going to start with the Mali Empire. Yeah, I'm going to start with the Mali Empire because as far as I know, there was Mansa Musa. Many of you know about Mansa Musa, one of the wealthiest men in this world ever, right? Possibly even to this day. Okay, so Mansa Musa had a brother, okay? His name was Mansa Abubakar II, right? And not only was he Mansa Musa's brother, but he was also a sultan, okay? So this sultan, Abubakar II, he decided he wanted to launch a fleet of sailboats to the west, to explore, more or less to explore the west, see what's on the west side. And so he originally sent 200 ships. He sent 200 ships to sail the west. Well, one ship came back and reported that all the other ships got caught in a current because apparently there's a current that you really ain't got to do no navigation. It'll take you straight to the Americas. It would take you straight to like the Caribbeans, in this current. Well, he reported that they got disappeared in this current, right? So what happened was Mansa Abubakar II, he decided he ain't gonna stop. So what he did was he launched 1,000 more ships and decided to board one as well, be it miss all the other ships. So, and he also decided that he was going to send another 1,000 ships full of cargo, food, and whatever else they need. But yeah, so he did that. And on his ships, he also he made sure he had a wide range of people that would be necessary for his voyage. So he had scholars, he had warriors, architects, different things like that he thought would be necessary. So yeah, so they made that voyage, and this was in 1311 CE. So that was a long time ago, but still relatively current era. Yeah. So they made it there. They made it there down in the Caribbeans, right? And that's when they met people that were already there, the Native Americans that were already there. Because prior to him actually exploring the West, there were many voyages from West Africa, even from Spain, that was headed towards the America, exploring that direction to the Americas. And even Moroccans, people from Morocco. Because, at one time, when the planet was Pangea, you could basically, you could hop over a line and you could be from Africa to, maybe exaggerating a little bit, but that's how close It was, because the planet was, once Pangea, when all the planets were connected, all the territories were connected, right? That's when it was called Pangea. So I'm sure there was a lot of great people that was migrating. If they were on the planet, it would be easy for them to migrate if they were here during those days. I don't know, but certainly after when the water came between us, people were exploring. So they were exploring from all over West Africa and Spain and Morocco. So we're some of the first people that actually explored that land. That's why we say we were there first. It was us. Even in, like I said in one of my videos, Christopher Columbus journal papers, on his diary, will tell you that, he's seen people with, he described as black skin trading in spearheads, arrow tips, and things like that, right? Christopher Columbus said that. There was another author, forgot his name, but he wrote a book back in like the 11th century, 1199 or something like that. And he said in his book that when he said in his book that his people that was making voyages from Morocco got to the Americas, and the people were speaking in Arabic, just as if they were from Morocco. So there's plenty of evidence out there, you guys, that, I'll say this, there's plenty of evidence that we refer to the land as Morocco, and because there were so many of us. I mean, I looked at an ancient map, and the territory of the Washita Moors was huge, man. The territory of Washita Moors was huge on the ancient calendars. You could tell by the markings on the map. I'm gonna pull that up one day and show you guys. But the Washita Moors was huge, and there were many Moors. There were many Moors there. They called themselves Moors, even from West Africa, as well as North Africa. So Moors got something right over there. Definitely, they got something right. So do the people that refer to themselves as Turtle Islanders. Yeah. They were there also. That's for sure. And the thing about it is like I always say, they're not Indians, though. They're not Indians. They're Mongolians, and they came from Siberia as well. So most of us that say we have Indian in us, it's actually Mongolian or Siberian. That's what it actually is. It's not Indian. That's not what it is. Even people over in India, they're Hindustanians, so where does Indian shit come from, yeah, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's how we got to the Americas. Most of us don't want to admit no parts of Africa. You say, no, I'm American, but you couldn't be American if it wasn't for your descendants from Africa, and then like from the Mali Empire, even the Mali Empire, when they got to the Americas, guess what they did? They integrated. they didn't, they didn't stay exclusive. There were plenty of women there on the land. So, they integrated. That's what they did. So they integrated with Siberians and Mongolians, and this is how a lot of us come about. So a lot of us got what they call, some say Indian, but it's not Indian, you know. I know I got it from both sides of my parents, from both sides. I know I got what they call Indian. I don't even think they know what Indian really is. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And you guys, I invite you to do some research and verify these things. Do some research and verify these things for yourself. So this is knowledge that you should know, and this is knowledge that should always be with you. So check it out. Don't just take my word for it. Okay, until the next video, you guys. I'll be back soon. You guys be easy. Peace.